maybe a small business or startup or anything like that, what would you say to them?
Good. Everybody will be nice to you. Yeah. Don't project the other way.
Surround yourself with the type of people that you want to be with, right? You have the rights and the ability to do that, and that will help you grow the most.
I think find your passion and really kind of pursue that, and everything else will come along.
Yeah, actually, Yifan said what I want to say. So it's very important to surround you with the people, find your community that really helps you to push through. And, those will come, but you're able to push through and just get that understanding from those people. And you give yourself the opportunity to reach the highs. Yeah.
Thank you.
Chinese companies on stock exchange all over the world. And then I moved to Canada. I work in the United States, Canada listed public companies, raise funds, work as corporate executive, and I conduct the first privatization of Chinese-based business here in both markets and try to web back for a stock listing, which at the time the price difference was very big. Afterwards, I stepped into venture investment. So talking about my first startup, it's a venture fund. And talking about the challenge of setting up that venture fund is that my partner, they didn't believe me because I defined a pretty complicated mission for that fund. First is that we want to invest into the startups that with no Asian, no Chinese involvement. Because in Vancouver, my observation was that the capital, the startups, the founders, they're all Chinese. They have a small ecosystem that they don't step out. There are so many Chinese knowing how to grow Chinese-based business, right? Why we came all the way here, we are still doing that. And there's one thing I believe should be changed is that they tend to bring what the business model back in China, which was successful, and they believe it must be successful here, which I totally don't believe because it's so different. So in this way, I think the capital that we want to invest, if we want to grow our business here, we want to raise our second generation here, it should be that through investment that we can learn, we can have a presence. And that's the mission. I call this fund a bridge of Chinese capital into North American business, startups, and technologies. To those investors is that based on my investment bankers' experience, I'll be sitting in the board. I'll work with the board and the team so that they can successfully have the next round, higher valuation. And the best case scenario is that we can cash back our principal of investment. Then down the road, zero risks, right? So that you can have a very relaxed way to see how it can grow. And my response from my partner is that you won't be able to do that because we never heard of it. If nobody have ever done that successfully, you won't be the one. That's not a good thing to listen to, right? But the good thing is that they give me the money to invest. Not because of me, because at the time, so many people believe there are opportunities elsewhere. There are so many people helping them to invest and to lose money. It doesn't hurt to have another one, right? So, okay, from that, what I learned is that you don't have to convince people, at the moment, as long as you can do whatever you believe you can do, right? If you spend time trying to convince them, then there won't be anything down the road. Then I invest into a fintech company, which is the B round, and I led that round as the leading investor. And I had a very different experience from other VCs is that you will see other VCs will be, people come to you, right, to pitch you for you to make decision. In my investment, I have to go to the company saying that, how about letting me invest into it? And I have to be interviewed. The company's president was the president of Royal Bank, which is the largest bank in Canada, Royal Bank Global Asset Management president. And the board member is EA's former president. I think Microsoft knows a lot about EA, right? So they interview me to see whether my group can be the qualified investors. And at the same time, I insist I want to sit in the board. And they say we have to understand whether you're qualified. If you're not qualified, we don't want anyone who cannot read the document, who cannot guide the business to be in the board. So I have to pass their test. So in that case, after the investment, after 1 year, I was elected by them the chair of the audit committee of the board. So after 2 years, we have super big fund came in and they want to get the control status as a shareholder. So they want to buy some of the old shares. We cash out in 2 years the investment principles. That's what I said to my partners 2 years ago. And they didn't believe me. And another 7 months, we cash out another 100% from that project. Then I stepped out of the board. I said, I'm already very successful in proving this can be done. And my partners invite me to a lunch and give me a product purse. And he said, you know what, Maggie? I still don't know how that business made money. Thank you very much. You know, that experience showed that it's okay that people don't believe in you. It's okay that they question you because they really never seen it. But if you can believe you can do it, you need also to have patience to show them. And I think my patience is not only came from my boldness, it's from my execution experience. Execution experiences that you can see each steps up the ladder, you know how to step up to your final destination. So that's pretty technical. You need to be very technical to understand how are you going to deliver to the goal. Not, hey, I believe myself, right? You have to have the skill. You have to have that experience. Once you have it, you will be pretty relaxed if nobody believes you.
Thank you. Thank you.